Well, another year of Game of Thrones has wrapped up, and now our wait begins. And to start off the long wait for Season 5, I thought I'd give my thoughts on Season 4. The first thing I want to bring up when talking about the 4th season is this is my first season going in as a book reader. I only discovered Game of Thrones very recently, and when I did, I watched the first 3 seasons back to back, and from the very first few moments of the first episode, I was an immediate Game of Thrones junkie. And when I was through with the first 3 seasons, well, I needed my fix. So I entertained the idea of reading the books, which I ended up doing. Well, I read them, and the books are brilliant. But did I run into that books ruining the screen adaptation problem? No. The books are wonderful, but the show does quite a few things better than the books do, and they also introduce a lot of great deviations that were never in the book to begin with, such as Arya meeting Tywin in the 2nd season. The books did not lessen my opinion of the show, and actually those first 3 seasons, I went into them without any prior knowledge of what I was about to see. I was like an ignorant traveler, exploring a brand new world where I didn't know what to expect. And I was blown away. Like, every single shock, every single twist had me on the edge of my seat. I was screaming at the screen when I was supposed to, and all the emotional scenes hit the right chords. I was completely and totally into every single twist, every single shock that this show had to throw at me. But if you thought the first 3 seasons had shock moments, like, this season was nothing but that. The death of Joffrey, the Mountain versus the Viper, the Battle of Castle Black, this season was just climactic twist after climactic twist. The other seasons usually build up to big moments like the execution of Ned, or the Battle of the Blackwater, or the Red Wedding. This season was chock full of big climactic moments like that. I mean, the build-up is as great as ever, and all the twists are incredible payoffs. But, as a book reader, and this is why I bring it up, I of course have prior knowledge of what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen, I know when the shock moments are going to come, and it of course lessens the impact. If I had been just as clueless going into this season as I was the first 3 seasons, like, the moments, the climactic moments, would have had so much more impact on me. Like, I was not on the edge of my seat like I was back then, but it did not lessen these moments at all. The moments were still fantastic, and this was still a fantastic season, and a lot of shit went down. All the big climactic moments were excellent, and there was a stunning battle sequence in episode 9, and episode 10 has to be the most emotional episode in the entire series. The last 2 episodes were just pure feels the whole time. I don't think I've ever shed a tear in the show before, but damn it, the last 2 episodes of this season finally got me too. And the score was especially awesome this year, introducing plenty of, wonderful tracks, my favorite being another rendition of The Rains of Castamere. Like, good God, they can fuck around with that song all they frickin' want. I will never get tired of it. And actually, I'm gonna bring up something that I wish I mentioned in my other video, is the show's visual effects. Probably some of the best effects I've ever seen, TV or otherwise. I looked at behind the scenes features and holy shit, I could not believe how much CGI was actually used. I was literally fooled by the effects of this show. I don't know if that's ever happened before. And this season has a bigger budget, of course, and just ups the special effects. Like, the dragons look amazing, and Episode 9 was just pure TV spectacle of epic proportions, with amazing cinematography and direction by Neil Marshall, and amazing special effects. And we also got some really incredible performances this year. Like, Peter Dinklage is being top-notch as usual. Pedro Pascal plays Oberyn Martell, and he's awesome and riveting. And Alfie Allen really gets a broken man down. Maisie Williams is as great as usual, and Kit Harington and Sophie Turner really up their game this season. I'd say the weak point is, once again, Emilia fucking Clarke. She had quite a few weak moments of acting, but there was also quite a few moments where she also really upped her game, so I have to give her credit for that. And we're also, unfortunately, parting with a ton of great actors this year. Jack Gleason's gone, Charles Dance especially, he's gone now, and Rory McCann as the Hound, who also was fucking brilliant this season. They're all great actors, they all put on amazing performances this season, and they will be sorely missed from the show, but the great thing about Game of Thrones is that there will still be plenty of interesting and great characters to get behind and to root for or against. I'd say Game of Thrones is as great as ever. Like, the performances are still top-notch, the stories are still fantastic, there's still plenty of intrigue, but this season had the most climaxes and twists and shock moments. The visuals have been upped. It introduced some of the best tracks in the soundtrack, and it also had by far some of the most emotional moments in the entire show. This has probably been the best season yet. And with where we left off, Season 5 it's gotta be even better. If you agree or disagree with this video, be sure to discuss in the comments section, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also be sure to check out my blog at The Critical Canucks at blogspot.ca, and also be sure to follow us on Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook, all that jazz. Links to all those are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be seeing you next time. Peace out, everybody.